And welcome back to KCCI 8 News Close Up. I'm here with KCCI political analyst Dennis Goldford and Des Moines Register's Kathy Obranovich. President Obama will be in Des Moines tomorrow. The president will visit North High School. He'll be joined by Secretary of Education Arne Duncan. So, Dennis, what do you think? What can we expect to hear from the president?
President Obama is in legacy mode, as he would call it. He's in the fourth quarter of his presidency. And at this point, presidents want to think about how they'll go down in history. So I would expect him to talk really about the substance of education policy. That's something very important to him. It's something important to Democrats. Now, he's not chosen, and at least given no indication of favoring one particular candidate over the other in the Democratic primaries for who the nominee should be. But I think for him, politically, besides talking about education policy, what he wants to do is gin up support for the Democratic agenda generally. He would see a Democratic president elected after him as a vindication of his presidency. He would see a Republican elected after him as a repudiation of his legacy and his agenda. So I think he wants to pursue the education policy issue, but he also wants to get Democrats enthused and excited about participating in the caucuses and the general election.
And Dennis, you're the Flansburgh Fellow at the Harkin Institute for Public Policy and Citizen Engagement at Drake. Leading up to February, there's a website that institute is working on, very educational. I think I've been on it. So tell us a little bit more about it.
Right. It's not partisan. You go to www.iowacaucusproject.org, and in particular, there's one link called About the Caucuses, and that's a blog that I've been supervising. I've contributed some posts of my own about the caucuses, about what's the difference between liberals and conservatives, as you hear people talk about it, and various others have contributed to it. Richard Doak, formerly of the Register, Herb Strenz of Drake, talking about various elements of the caucus project. There's lots of information about where candidates appear and various events that are held. So if people are caucus junkies and really want to learn about the caucuses, it's a good place to go, just as the Register website is.
A couple more things coming up in the next week that I think people who are interested in the caucuses are going to pay attention to. First is on Wednesday night, the 16th, the CNN debate. It's a Republican debate. Once again, we'll see who's going to make the big stage. It looked like Carly Fiorina was on the bubble again. Democrats are fighting over how many debates they should have. And the Des Moines Register is sponsoring a mock caucus on Thursday night, the 17th. And the candidates are going to be craft beers. So I think that even people who aren't interested in politics might actually enjoy this, and they'll learn a little bit about how to caucus.
Drink to your favorite candidate.
Exactly.
Well, Dennis and Kathy, thank you so much for being here. That's our time for this week. We'll see you back here next Sunday morning on KCCI 8 News Close Up.